Okay, everybody. Ina alhamdulillah. Wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. And I apologize for being so late. And I am very late with the Sunnah Follower Kids program. I had, first of all, I overslept. And then I had some technical difficulties, but alhamdulillah, mashallah, we are here. And I could see we had Asma and Najma with us, mashallah. And by the way, today's fan abayas courtesy of Asma and Najma. They the ones that bought me this one, brought this one, and this hijab to match, alhamdulillah, from Somalia. And how are you two today? You guys doing good?
Yeah.
You were waiting patiently for me. I hope you're not angry that I'm late.
I'm not angry.
You thank you, because I tell you, Sister Layla has such a hard time trying to run things here. I oversleep because I don't get the proper sleep. And then y'all see I had technical issues with the camera. It still ain't fixed, but we'll figure it out some type of way. But mashallah. And we also have Sabrina. Sabrina, you're down there in Burundi. How's it going in Burundi? You still love it down there? Is it real hot?
Yes.
Where are you at? Whose house is that? It's a beautiful background. Whose house is that?
I'm at my cousin's house.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like that background you got. You look like you done lost some more weight. So what is it's so hot you losing weight, huh? Look how skinny her face done got, y'all. Mashallah, but you are so beautiful. And I'm so what time is it there in Burundi?
It's 9:15 at night.
Oh, it's nighttime, guys. There, it's 3:15 here, 9:15 there. Y'all see that? The time difference in Africa. She's in Burundi, Africa. Mashallah. And we also have Brother Corday here. He's been waiting very patiently. And his brother, Diamani. They have both been here waiting so patiently for me to try to get logged on. And so since I was so late, guys, I'm an hour late with this class. I'm going to get right to it so that way you guys can still enjoy your Sunday. And I want you also to remember that we have Brother Mukhtar tonight. Brother Mukhtar will be doing the story of Khalid bin Walid, tonight. So you don't want to miss that. And what time is his class? His class is at 7. So please make sure that you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me see. I told you we've been having difficulties. Who is that? Was Dear Mondi?
Yeah.
Okay, try it again. Oh, did I? Wait a minute. The cameras are all acting crazy. Okay, try it again. There it is. Let me see, Dear Mani. Try it again. There he is. Mashallah. There he is. Salam alaikum. You were helping. He was trying to help me get it together, guys. Dear Mani's been in here watching Sister Layla try to pull things together. And I don't know what happened. His camera wouldn't start. See, I'm telling y'all, the technical difficulties, shaitan. Y'all know that Shady's a lady in a mustache. Oh, yeah. Where's a lady with a mustache? That's Shady. Shaitan. He always tries to mess us up here at Sunnahfollowers, either with technical difficulties or hacker difficulties or difficulties. But alhamdulillah, we always have Allah. Allah sends the angels to guard and protect us. The angels always bring us back online. The angels spread them wings and be knocking out the hackers' little attempts. The angels will spread their wings and ban them out of here. But alhamdulillah, and there's Sister Tahira. Tahira's probably kind of angry. She might be salty. What's the word? She's salty because she's on the West Coast. It's early in the morning there. She woke up and Layla was fiddling around with the technical difficulties. She probably told her mom, I could have slept a little longer. See, she's a little salty. I would be, but that's okay. That's Fresno's grandbaby too. So, Fresno would be salty. So, but that's okay. Alhamdulillah, we're here, and I'm not going to keep you guys too long. So what we're going to do is get right to that PowerPoint. And there's brother Shuaib. Shuaib, your curls done grew back. You got curls again, Shuaib. By the way, Shuaib, your auntie, sister, cousin, Rockmo, is she looking for a husband yet?
No.
Why not? Isn't it?
No.
You know, you need to talk to Rockmo. Tell Rockmo it's time to get married. Because Sister Layla got somebody that's looking for a wife, you know, in the family. She'd make a good wife for him. All right, so talk to Rockmo. Tell her it's time to get married. Ain't about playing out there, you know, in the college. It's time to get married. You can go to college and be married. All right, so anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys long here. We're going to get right to the class, you know, and let me put my little PowerPoint up here. Let me get it. Did I log in on the other computer? You know, Sister Layla, she crazy. Yeah, Layla crazy. The little kids on on Facebook say Sister Layla's funny. Yeah, Sister Layla's crazy. But that's okay. Let me share my screen because I got the PowerPoint already. Here we go. Bam, there it is. Okay, am I on? Let me make sure I'm sharing it here too. All right, and I'm gonna come on here. Oh yeah, Layla did it. I'm crazy. Layla's crazy, but she getting it together. Y'all see, she learning how to. And what is this thing doing up? Let me put this down so it won't be in the way of things here too much. Hold on, let me move it. How do you click on it? Just hide it, Layla. You should just hide. There it is. Okay, so here we are with today's class on the book Dunya, and make sure you guys go to Amazon. Go to Amazon.com, and this book is only $13. Written by brother Daryl Abdullah Kirk. There he is. There's a picture of him there. He participates in classes here. Okay. And tonight we're going to be speaking about the importance of learning your deen. A lot of you might say, why do I have to get up so early? SubhanAllah, I want to stay asleep. Well, we got to learn. We learn about secular things. We learn about reading and writing and arithmetic, which is very important. But we also need to learn about Allah and learn about his deen and what he expects from us. So that's what we're going to be speaking about tonight. And we're going to start off with this verse of the Quran, which is a verse where Allah tells us that we need to learn the deen. Allah says in the interpretation, the meaning, read, Iqra, read in the name of your Lord who has created everything that exists. He created man from a clot of blood. Read. And it is your Lord, the most generous, who has taught you how to write with the pen. He has also taught you what you did not know. Now, you guys hear me talk about you guys hear me speak about in my 6 o'clock class how Allah sends knowledge of technology, of medicine, how to cure things, how to treat things. All of that knowledge, we just don't think it up on our own. That knowledge comes from Allah, and he gives it to whoever he wants to give it to. It can be a kafir. Oh yeah, Allah gives them knowledge too because of his mercy. Allah is so merciful that even though the non-believers don't believe in him, even though they commit sins, they commit crimes, he still allows the rain to fall out of his mercy so they can live. And he also gives them knowledge and understanding of different things too. That's the mercy of Allah. His forgiveness and mercy supersedes his punishment. So this verse or this surah tells you that as believers, we should seek knowledge. Iqra, read, learn, not just learn about the world around us, but also learn about Allah, learn the lawful and the unlawful, learn what you can and cannot do. Okay? So seeking knowledge was the first word revealed to our prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah emphasizes the importance of learning about him, Allah, and how he is one. He has no partners. And also Allah, in turn, when you learn about Allah and what he expects of us, it makes us submit to him. What does that mean? It makes us obey him in everything he commands us to do. You might say, why is it that some of the kids in school, they say they're Muslim, but they smoke cigarettes? They say they're Muslim, but they curse. They say they're Muslim, but they still bully people. It's because they haven't submitted to Allah, because their parents haven't really explained to them what Allah commands us to do and the importance of obeying him. Okay? And again, it's obligatory upon every Muslim, male, female, to learn about the religion. Even if you grew up and your parents didn't teach you how to pray, for example. When you reach the age of puberty, you got to learn how to pray. You don't sit there waiting on your parents to teach you. You know that praying is an obligation. You go to the mosque. You ask the imam to teach you how to pray. You don't know how to call the adhan. You ask the imam, can he teach you how to call the adhan? How to teach you the Fatiha. Okay? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, seeking knowledge of this religion is obligatory upon every Muslim. So we can't say, oh, my mother never taught me how to pray. Just like I can't say my husband never taught me, how to dress. You're supposed to seek that knowledge on your own. So being committed to learning about the deen, this is something that we have to do as Muslims. Islam emphasizes education. Islam emphasizes this. And then when we learn, whatever we learn about this religion, we're supposed to act upon it too. Don't just talk the talk. We have to walk the walk too. Okay? I know how to pray, so I got to put those prayers in effect every day, 5 times a day. I know how to dress as a Muslim woman, a Muslim girl. I'm going to put that hijab on every time I walk out the house. I'm not thinking about wearing no shorts. And then we share our knowledge with other people. Whatever you learn about this religion, you want to share it with your brothers, share it with your sisters, share it with your cousins, share it with your friends. Share the knowledge. Okay? Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning. Among the people are those who pray, and they say, oh Allah, give us in this world that which is good, and give us in the hereafter that which is good, and protect us from the hellfire. There's nothing wrong with having nice things in this world. Remember, Allah put us here, and he told us to obey him, believe in him, and we can enjoy whatever lawful things he's put here. Just stay away from the unlawful things. So there's nothing wrong with asking Allah to bless you with a good house here, a good car, a good life. Okay? There's nothing wrong with asking Allah to bless you with a good job, with a good education, with a good wife, a good husband. Okay, we should want the best of this world, and we should want the best of the hereafter. Look at Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him. Uthman was a multi-millionaire. He lived a nice life. He liked nice things. So he had beautiful houses, the best of camels, the best clothing, but he still remembered Allah. He knew how to strike the balance. So there's nothing wrong with wanting the best of this world and the hereafter. So the believer believes in Allah. The believer trusts in Allah, and they pray to Allah to give them the best of everything. Okay? And also the believer seeks goodness in this world. He stays away from drugs, stays away from alcohol, stays away from girlfriends, boyfriends, and all that haram stuff that the non-Muslims do. But he seeks out the good things in this world, like a nice college degree, so he can take care of his family, a nice wife, a nice husband. And also the believer always fears the hellfire. The believer knows that they can die at any moment, and they don't want to end up in their grave with their souls placed in hell. So that's why the believer performs his prayers on a regular basis. He keeps his obligations to Allah. Okay? So, as Muslims, we strive to be believers and seek the good of this world and the good of the hereafter. As believers, we seek knowledge. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going to school and going to college to learn about the world so we can become, established. But we also seek knowledge of Allah and this religion at the same time. We balance everything. And this keeps us humble. This makes us understand what our purpose in life is. This makes us understand that everything good that happens comes from Allah, and everything bad that happens to us comes from Allah too, as a result of what we brought on ourselves. All right, so let's see how well you guys understood this. I'm going to give you a quiz. Told you the class was going to be short. Here's the first questions. If your parents do not teach you how to pray, you don't have to worry about learning it on your own. Is that statement true or is that statement false? Go ahead, Asma Najma.
False. False.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Everybody agree?
Yes.
That's right. Exactly. Right now. Good job. That's why y'all come to these classes. Because the law is going to ask you, why come you didn't learn? If so, your parents didn't teach you. Maybe they had some problems. Maybe they forgot. You never know. Life happens. But the law is going to ask you, why didn't you take the initiative to learn on your own? Good job. Next question. We talked about how obeying the law, seeking knowledge as religion, and all of that makes us become strong believers. Well, what are some signs that we talked about that if you do them, you could possibly become a believer? Give me a sign of a believer. Go ahead, Geechi's son, Brother Sully.
If you pray all five prayers a day, and you do what Allah tells you, that would really know that you're a believer.
MashaAllah. Y'all hear that? That's the best answer. If you making all 5 of your prayers every day and obeying Allah by respecting your parents and stuff, that's a sign that you're, inshallah, you're a believer. Good job, Sully. MashaAllah. You're getting so much better at this. Okay, Sabrina, what's another sign that you may be a believer?
You usually?
What you say? Say it again. Your sound went out. Sabrina?
You learn and you teach yourself how to, and you good things. Like you help people, no one's looking. You learn the Quran when there's no one looking. You do good things and you don't care if someone's gonna say, oh, nice.
MashaAllah. Look at that. She's another Layla Nashiba. SubhanAllah. May Allah bless you and your family and forgive your parents of their sins. I mean, tell Papa. Layla's watching. Oh, exactly. Yes, if you're doing good deeds, like she said, and not caring what other people think, that's important. Like what she said, you're not doing them to please the people. You're not doing it to be famous, to show off. You're doing good deeds because you know that this is something that Allah would like for you to do. That's another number one sign that you may be a believer. Good job, Sabrina. What about you, Shuaib? What's another sign that you might be a believer?
Having good behavior,
not cussing and
good job. Having good behavior, not cursing. Y'all hear that? Look at this. Some of these Muslim kids walk around with the raps, like rap singers, talking that hip hop English and cursing and calling people out their name and stuff. That's not the behavior of a believer. Like he said, if you, one of the signs of a believer is you're going to behave like one. You're not going to do cursing and stuff like that the Kafirs do. Brother Corday, what's another sign that you might be a believer?
Good etiquette.
MashaAllah. Good etiquette. Good manners. Being respectful to adults. Respecting your elders. Respecting the people of authority, like your teachers, the imam. Taking care of the mosque, not running through the masjid. Not destroying the mosque, like we talked about last week. MashaAllah. Asma, Najma, what are some more signs that you might be a believer? Asma, Najma, go ahead.
Whatever you say is true. You don't lie, you don't cheat, and you don't break your promises that you make.
MashaAllah, we talked about that last week. Good job, good memory. You know, what's the opposite of a believer? A hypocrite. Most Muslims and most people on earth are hypocrites. Did y'all know that? A lot of hypocrites. What are the signs of a hypocrite? As we talked about in that hadith last week, they lie. Everything that come out their mouth is a lie. Or they'll make promises. I promise to come over your house, and they never show up. Then when they get angry, you get in an argument with them, they talk about your mama, your daddy. They play the dirty dozen. They call you out your name and all that. Okay. So, you know, you don't want to be a liar. You don't want to be a cheater. You don't want to be a thief. You don't want to be a person that can't keep that people can't trust. Good job. Dear Monty, what's another sign that a person may be a believer? Dear Monty.
What?
Go ahead. You had it. Yeah, go ahead. Dear Monty. Okay, go ahead. We can hear you.
So, what are some sins that you may be a believer? Being good to your parents.
Oh, wow. MashaAllah. Y'all hear that answer he gave? Being good to your parents. That is so important. Yeah, I'm sure you guys hear a lot of kids talk bad to their parents, disrespect their parents. If you're disrespecting your parents and all of that, then there's no way you can think that you're a believer, because the kinship is under the throne of Allah. Good job, dear Monty. So, mashallah, these were all great answers you guys came up with that are signs of a believer. We want to remember that we have to seek knowledge of our religion. We have to learn the religion from now until you die, because nobody knows it all ever, not even me. I'm always learning too. So we have to continue to not only learn how to read and write, but we also have to learn about Allah. And so that's going to take us to the next thing we're going to discuss for today, which is the Hadiths. Yay, there we go. The Islamic Hadiths on behavior and discipline. And tonight we'll be covering Hadith number 42. And remember, this book can be purchased at atleonline.com. This is by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. And we're going to review Hadith number 42. And this hadith is narrated by Ibn Amir al-As, one of my favorite companions. One day the Prophet ﷺ came to him and said, "O Abdullah, do not be like so-and-so who used to pray at night, but then he stopped." He's talking about the Witr prayer. One of the other companions, it was Ibn Umar. Ibn Umar used to pray the Witr. He was a little kid. They were all kids. Ibn Umar used to pray the Witr prayer every night, but then he stopped doing it. And the Prophet told him, oh my goodness, why did you stop? You know, whenever we do a good deed, we get rewarded for that deed. Allah can reward you up to 500 times for that anytime you do that deed. But Allah loves for us to do good deeds and be consistent with them. Don't stop, because that's the ultimate reward. You may have gotten rewarded for praying Witr, but you won't get the ultimate reward that comes with doing it on every night for the rest of your life. So the Prophet was sharing this with Ibn Amir al-As, because he was a young man. Because he was a young man too. He was letting him know, don't do that. You know, you want to be consistent. Allah loves for us to do good deeds according to our capability, and Allah loves for us to be consistent. And the Witr prayer is a good prayer because you're getting up in the middle of the night. You're getting up to sacrifice for Allah. You're sacrificing your sleep. You're sacrificing your rest to wake up in the middle of the night to worship Allah. So this is one of the best acts of worship, because Allah loves for us to sacrifice for him. And also there's a hadith where the Prophet said the people who make the night prayer, they're on a higher level than the people who don't. Why? Because of that sacrifice. They're giving up their sleep to remember Allah. Okay? So, and also out of all the voluntary prayers, we don't have to do the Witr prayer, but it's the best one to do if we can, because of that sacrifice we're making for Allah. I'm giving up my sleep. I'm breaking part of my sleep just to remember you. So the lesson learned here in general is, if you're doing a good deed, don't stop. Be consistent in it. If you pray the night prayer every night, don't stop. Keep doing it until you die. If you give in charity every week to the mosque, don't stop. Keep doing it every week. Allah loves consistency. And that's the class, the hadiths, and mashallah, that's the chapter. That's part of chapter 9 that I wanted to go over and review with you guys today. And again, I apologize for being late for the class, but I overslept for one, and then we had those technical issues. So I'm going to log out. This was a good class, but I want to remind all of you kids, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Brother Mukhtar will be teaching the life of Khalid bin Walid. He was a hero of Islam. He was one of the eminent companions. He will be one of those 70,000 that enter paradise without being judged. Make sure you guys are here at 7 o'clock for Brother Mukhtar's class, you know, so you can learn about Khalid bin Walid. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Inshallah, I'll see everyone at 6, because I got my class at 6. Make sure you guys are here for that too. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you for joining.